Set and setting. That was the quote that Morpheus used on Neo to help him remember who he once was. And so now I say it to you to help you remember who you once were and who you should be. It's time to open up your eyes and escape the world that has been pulled over you, blinding you from the truth. Welcome to the Escape Podcast. My name is Christian Bandera. I'll be your host this evening. And across from me is my co-host, Vinny Dos Santos. What's going on, man?
Well, we're here.
Yes, we are. We are. I'm really excited for this podcast.
This is going to be interesting, especially with how excited you are.
Oh, I'm really excited. If we get this far without being canceled, this is going to be the one that's going to get us canceled.
Is this the one?
I think this is going to be the one.
Is this the one?
I think this is going to be the
well,
one right here.
Like I said, I'm winging it. You have an agenda.
Yes,
you
sir.
want to get canceled today.
Yes, sir.
So let's see how that goes.
First of all, cancel culture is not real.
That's right.
That's already going to get us canceled right
Remember when Andrew Tate said, "Do you feel canceled?" I don't feel
there.
canceled.
I don't feel canceled.
Right. It's non-existent.
Yeah, it's non-existent.
But yeah, I mean, go ahead, my friend.
Yeah, no. I definitely want to get into it. Definitely. But first, the most important part, we want to thank our sponsors.
Yes, sir.
For the video. So we first want to thank the BACP group, Alex's business, for helping us out, giving us a space to do our podcast. So we appreciate it, Alex. Thank you so much. This place rocks, and you've just been a great help.
Thank you, guys.
Also, Alex will be on the mic today, and he might be asking us some questions every once in a while. Who knows? But mostly it's going to be me and Vinny.
We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Second is NutriMeals. We want to thank them so much. So if you're busy like me and Vinny, sometimes you don't always have the luxury of being able to cook your own food. What NutriMeals does is it takes the stress away from it, so you can have your meals already ready. You just throw them in the microwave and then pop them open and eat them.
Or if you just don't cook, because I don't cook.
Yeah, or
I make a mean cereal. But that's about it.
A mean cereal, huh?
Yeah, my cereals are pretty good, man. All right, that's all I'm saying. There's a method to the madness. The pour of both the cereal and the milk, it has to be perfect.
It's a science, right?
It's a science.
It's a science.
I
Yeah.
perfected it.
Right?
Hell
When you
yeah.
don't know how to cook, you learn how to do with what you got. So when it's just cereal, you perfect it. You don't miss a drop. It's just on point.
We're going to have to get you an Instagram just for cereal pouring or something.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Look,
I'll host like webinars and I'll sell out Gillette Stadium with just teaching people how to pour. Dude,
imagine.
I got this.
Imagine. You could probably do like ASMR or something like that with that. But
Having OnlyFans,
yo,
pouring cereal, shirtless.
someone will like that.
Someone will.
But we definitely want to thank NutriMeals. Use KMF40 on your order at checkout for 40% off your first meal. All right. Now that's out of the way. Let's get into our podcast. So this is our 5th episode right here. 5 episodes in. I'm feeling pretty confident.
Yeah.
We're pretty good with this now. We're okay.
I don't. Just the beginning of this right now, like I didn't feel that kind of like pre-podcast jitter. You know, like you get a little nervous in the beginning or whatever. At least for the last 4 today. Nah, it's fine. I'm chilling. I'm feeling good.
Good. Because guess what? You're going to be starting. We're going to be talking.
started?
We're going to be talking about how we started, because everyone's asking how we started, how we know each other, and then how we got to where we are now. So,
Yeah.
if you want to take it away, and then I'll go with my part. But yeah, take it away, man.
Yeah, so, I mean, this might take 2-3 parts because, I mean, we're going to kind of go over, like you said, how we started, how we got to know each other, things like that, and then the gym. And then, obviously, depending on how far we get, we'll talk about what it took to get to the gym to where it is now, like financially, like how much it cost, like how much it cost us, like who helped, who didn't help, things like that. So we'll go over all of that. But I guess to start with, you know, like my background is soccer, right? Like I used to play soccer. I started ever since I was 10. The goal was to be a professional soccer player. I got as far as going to Portugal 3 different times. The very last time was probably the hardest because that's when I kind of came to the realization, damn, this is a lot more politics than I thought, and maybe I'm not that good, and maybe I need to take a new direction in life. So long story short, after a month of crying over, the fact that I'm probably not going to make it as a pro soccer player and talking to a lot of family members and things like that, decided to come home, go back to school, was going to study PT for physical therapy, not personal training. I don't even know if they have personal training as a class or a course or anything, but PT, physical therapy. And, started working at a corporate gym. It's closed now, so I guess, can we say the name?
Yeah, we can say the name.
So Workout World, right, is where I started. I've worked every job there, front desk, babysitting, everything. Became a trainer, and then a few months after became the PT manager, which is where I then hired Mr. Flag across from me. And if you don't know why I'm calling him Mr. Flag, it's because his last name is Bandeira, and in Portuguese that means flag. So Mr. Flag across from me was hired.
That's where you met me, Benny.
Yeah, so that's where I met Alex. So that ended up being a blessing in disguise, right? Because look at where we are now.
Exactly.
So that's a life lesson right there. Be nice and cool with everybody, because eventually they either might need you or you might need them, and then you can create something together.
Amen.
So we're out here creating some magic.
Hell yeah.
So
Amen to that.
So that's dope. So that's a nice little key takeaway. That's a little nugget for everybody. But I've known Mr. Flag for freaking forever. I mean, it's been like 20 years now, maybe.
It's been 20 years.
Yeah, it's been way too damn long. Like, I need a vacation just from knowing this motherfucker.
Damn.
Okay, it's not that bad. All right, let's be real. It's not that bad. By the way, everyone watching, take a look at his new shades. Just take a look at those nice pearly shades. The whole Andrew Tate vibe. Little do you know, we have another business in pools. He dropped his other fucking glasses in the pool. Oh, we talk about everything today. And he got some new shades. So look at him looking all spiffy.
I dropped my aviators in the lake 2 times and in the pool 1 time. So I've lost 3 pairs already.
You poor guy.
And I've had to get a multiple amount of pairs of different glasses, mostly aviators. So like aviators.
Not gonna lie, those are fresh, and I definitely need a pair of those.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. These are really nice. These are let's see.
Are those Gucci?
Cyplion.
Gucci's?
Cyplion. So if Cyplion wants to sponsor us and send us something for free, that'd be much appreciated. These are really nice, very sleek, and really awesome to have on.
I like it.
Hell yeah, those are sick. But I guess going back to that, it's so hired Christian. He became a trainer. We worked there for some time, and then the unfortunate COVID decided to happen. I think I was probably the first one in Peabody to have COVID, because remember when I had that crazy cough?
Yeah.
It's happening right now. But I used to puke like 3 times a day just from this crazy cough that I had. I mean, I already have throat problems, but I might have had one of the first symptoms. But COVID happened. One of our other trainers, who little does some people not know, was our 3rd partner. So we actually had, at one point, so we started with 3 partners.
Yep.
We had a silent partner of 4.
Yes.
And then at one point, we actually had 5 partners. And now we're down to 2. So there is a lot to kind of go over for people who don't necessarily know our story. But until we get there, yes, there was a 3rd partner, asked me if I was down to open a gym. I asked Christian, he was down. We looked at the space, we were down. We opened it with no money. Like we just did it not knowing anything, no business background, nothing like that. That particular partner had a gym before in a different state, so maybe she had some experience, but little do we know along the way, maybe not really. But I mean, yeah, so we started that. Do you want to do your background before we kind of continue?
Sure.
The gym stuff.
Sure. So like I said, like Vinny said, we've known each other ever since we were kids. We used to live right next to each other. So it's been about 20 years. We were always pretty athletic. We always like to run around, play tag, that kind of stuff. Work out a little bit, do push-ups, do soccer. We're always pretty outgoing, athletic people. And so then we started getting a little bit older, and I graduated high school. I went a different path. Vinny, obviously, he stayed here, and then going to Portugal and everything, trying to pursue his life with soccer. So came back after I did my thing, and I was going to college at the time. And I remember Vinny and me would start working out at these corporate gyms. Workout World was one of them, and a couple other gyms as well. And then when I go back to college for my semesters, when I would be working out there, I'd come back and we'd work out again. So it would just be a back and forth type of thing. And so I remember this so clearly. I graduated in December of 2019 with an earth science degree. And I remember the day exactly that I graduated because you texted me.
Oh, yeah?
So I consider graduated. When I considered I graduated was the day that my last grade came in, because I was waiting for that last grade. And I already knew I was going to graduate regardless, but I just wanted to see that last grade just to know. I'm like, okay, finally, I'm done.
What'd you get?
I think I got a B. I think I got a B in that class.
Not bad.
It was. I think it was. Yeah, I think
that's all right.
It's an ocean. It was oceanography. It was a boring class.
Oceanography.
Oceanography, study of like the oceans and everything like that.
Really fascinating.
Well, that's part of earth science.
Actually, that's probably kind of interesting.
You want to know?
The ocean is deep.
Ocean is interesting. I think the most interesting part was like meteorology and astronomy. Astronomy was so cool.
Don't we know less about our own ocean than we do about like space and
Yes,
things like that though?
that is
isn't
correct.
Like a saying that goes around.
That is correct. There's a lot of the ocean we have not even explored yet. That's just not safe enough to explore. I mean, look at the submarine that went down to the Titanic.
Yeah.
There you go. It's a perfect example of why.
Peace to them.
Yeah, I mean, it's a sad thing.
Yeah.
But at least their passing was quick. Implosion usually is just instant. You don't even realize it, but it's still sad either way. So, graduated, and on that day I got my last grade. Vinny texted me, and he was like, "Hey, are you done with school?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Hey, cool. Until you figure out what you want to do you want to be a personal trainer over at the gym I work at?" I'm like, "Sure." So, went there, did a little interview with them, and met a couple of people that worked there, the manager and a couple of front desk people, and got my certificate. And then while I was doing PT, I was also looking for a job in my field. So I would like do PT in the morning and then dress up, go to an interview, and then come back and do more PT. So I had about 18 clients back then. I was pretty stacked, but I wasn't making no money whatsoever, none. It was pretty sad actually. Now that I think about it.
I mean, exactly what we have as a gym right now is where we started, right? Like having trainers escape the corporate world, the matrix. That's where we started. We
Exactly.
started in the matrix. So we have that experience. We know what that's like, and we actually made probably less than they are making now.
Oh yeah, exactly less.
Yeah, no,
more or less.
like,
Yeah,
like
more.
What was it, like $10 per session? Maybe like for 30-minute sessions.
Yeah,
like it was bad. Like we were making garbage money.
And like
that's the bare minimum, man. Like 10.
dude,
Literally.
absolutely terrible. And we wouldn't even train them 30 minutes. We would give them 45 to an hour because it's like if your client shows up late, you already missed some time. And then if you get through like warm-ups and stuff, you already missed time. And then to explain exercises and things like that, like you don't have enough time. So ultimately your 30-minute $10 session went up to 45 to an hour. So you're making like $10 for
I always did an
45
hour.
to an hour.
Always did an hour.
I usually did an hour too. So it's like, oh man, I can't preach enough how much corporate gyms are just so garbage.
Exactly.
Absolute garbage.
It was sad because I think I made like $880 in the month and a half, 2 months that I was there.
That's disgusting.
And I had 18 clients and I was training them every single day. So I was going to these interviews to try to find a job in my field, and these jobs absolutely sucked, and there wasn't good pay at all, which was insane because, I just got my degree, thinking I'm like, oh yeah, I'm going to get like, at least like 40, 50 grand, salary to start off with. That's not too bad. That was a lot less. And I was shocked. So I'm like, you know what? I think I'm going to stick with PT. I'll figure it out. If anything, I'll just go for my master's. So then COVID happened. Dum, dum, dum.
The imaginary disease?
What
was it?
You're gonna get canceled.
You're going to get canceled.
Oh, wait, was it not imaginary? Isn't it? Wait, it's back now, right? So So it's back to reality.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Oh, so we're good now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So now it's real again.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Now it's real.
I think it was always like, I'm not gonna lie, I think it was always real, but it was just not.
I think the way we went about it with the whole world, like I don't doubt that COVID was a thing, that people died, people got sick. Like I got sick at one point. I've never actually tested positive, but I knew for a fact I had it. You know, I went back to work the next day, like 2 days after, like, and just muscled that shit out, you know, because at the end of the day, if you're fit, like you have a better chance with these things. But the way we went about it was just so bad. Like, how did it start? Like, when people, didn't they say, like, oh, 99 point whatever survival rate, but hey, let's shut down the whole world and then let's have you stay this distance. Let's have you wear a mask. Like, bro, there was just I don't know about you, but I'm the type of person that agrees with both sides. I get it. It's real. People are dying, blah, blah, blah. But the world is not all fairy tales and rainbows. So there are people capitalizing and making a lot of money off of this bullshit.
Yep.
More people die from the flu every year. And that's a stat. More people died from the flu that year than, well, we can't know exactly because when someone came into a hospital and if they died, they could have died for a completely other reason.
100%.
They're going to put COVID because they want the money from the government. They want the funding.
And that's an actual fact too. Like hospitals would make more money if they like had COVID as the death thing.
Exactly.
And I actually have, and like before anybody says, oh, they don't know shit. Well, like I actually have friends who had posted on Facebook, like being like completely on that side. Oh, no, that's a lie, until their grandparents died.
Yep.
And then they saw the death certificate and it said COVID, even though that was not the cause of death. So it has happened, and I've seen it happen firsthand with other people. And for anybody to just really blindly just like follow everything that's been told to you, like on the news and shit, like, bro, you need to like wake up, bro. Like, we are not living in this perfect, beautiful world where everyone wants the best for you. At the end of the day, like money rules this world, and if you don't see that, like that's an issue.
Exactly.
That's an issue,
man.
It's a big time issue. So where were you with that?
So let's see. So then, boom, COVID hit, and I remember we were working out in my garage for like months. Every single day working out in the garage, and we were just trying to, go about our day, and we didn't have anything else better to do. Then we went to Workout World at nighttime when you had the key. There's benefits of being the manager.
Yeah. So that was one of the biggest benefits, because here's the thing, right? Like, one of the owners, or the owner's son, technically, he messaged me. He's like, "Oh, I hope you're taking advantage of the gym while we're closed, right?" And I didn't think he would be cool with us doing it, right? Because we were already doing it by the time he said that.
Yeah.
So I was like, I guess considering he said that, like, it's all good. Like, so let's just keep going.
Let's just keep doing it.
So during the whole pandemic, bro, I had a key. We snuck in through the back. We had a little group. We would just work out throughout the whole pandemic. Lights off. Like, people would come up to the window and they would look inside. They'd like flash their lights. And whenever we saw that, we'd be like, "Hey, down." We'd all hide behind machines and shit. And we'd like wait for them to leave. And then when they left, we'd go back to like our lights on our phones and music on our phones, and everybody in their corner doing their thing, like completely pitch dark.
That was such a good time. That was a good that part right there was good.
It was a good time.
That was good right there.
It was a good time.
Everything else, no. But
yeah, I mean, it's unfortunate that they officially closed, and they had to auction off their equipment and then whatever. But I think if that didn't happen, we obviously wouldn't be here.
We would not be.
We wouldn't have the
everything happens for a reason,
which is crazy. If that gym did not close, like, because they could have reopened, but I think there was a misunderstanding with the landlord.
Yep,
they could have.
They did.
Reopened.
I remember.
They were trying to reopen for a couple weeks, and it ended up not happening because of the landlord, though, not because of COVID or nothing. I think there was an issue with the landlord, and they didn't reopen.
They did not.
And if it wasn't for them not reopening, we would not have had the opportunity to open KMF.
You're damn right.
That is kind of crazy now that I'm thinking about it, because I never actually thought about it like that before.
Yeah, it's insane.
Wow.
That like literally every decision or every action has a reaction in life, and that's a really perfect example of that right there.
It's just so crazy.
It really is.
Damn.
So that was June 2020. They were trying to reopen. They didn't reopen. So we all had a little meeting. It was me, you, and our third partner at the time. All came together, and she was like, "Let's open up our own gym." And so we got a fourth partner involved, our silent partner, to help us open up the gym with us. And that was August 18th, 2020, when we actually started KMF Strong.
Yep.
Yeah. Damn.
Beautiful.
3+ years it's been.
Damn.
3+ years.
Time flies.
It does fly, doesn't it?
I mean, in the first 2 years was very interesting. I mean, especially like the very beginning too. Like, bro, like when people think that we opened a gym, like maybe hearing this right now, they might be thinking, oh, they had all the equipment and
Nope.
they kind of had an idea. Maybe they went to somebody to do the layout for them.
Nope.
Bro, we had no idea. Like, no idea. We went based on like everyone else's experience, like everyone's experience. Mine, Christian, our third partners, and our talent partner. Like, we went based on that, and we literally put together every single piece by hand. Like, I think there was only one time where we rented a U-Haul truck, but for everything else, it was just all pickup truck.
In my
Like,
F-250. My old F-250.
Oh my God, I forgot about that.
Dude, Rusty. I called him Rusty because he was rusty as
There's
hell.
videos of me in the back of the pickup holding onto the Stairmaster and like on the highway.
Yep.
Like,
Oh,
as we're like transporting equipment. So to make sure like things are stable in the back. Like we literally did everything by hand, and in the beginning we had nothing. Like I remember having sessions with clients inside of a nothing gym.
Yeah,
like,
I remember.
Like broken Stairmaster, maybe 2 pieces in the back, and then no flooring whatsoever, not even a sign up. Like
We were just starting.
Straight up nothing.
We were just starting. The vision was coming into place. We were just building it at that time.
Yeah, kind of crazy. And like, it was interesting because our third partner had a good connection, right? So that's kind of where things really kind of started.
Yep.
And the connection she had was a client that worked out at a different gym. And this gym, it wasn't like a regular gym that you would think of. It was more of just like a gym equipment inside of different rooms at like an apartment complex type of thing.
Yeah.
So they were actually selling all that stuff for cheap because little did we know the owner was on the run from the landlord. So
I know, it's really weird.
So that was an interesting thing.
Really weird. We won't go into who he was, but
Right.
like people in the fitness industry, if I say the name, you'll know
Yeah.
who it is.
Especially if you're in the bodybuilding world.
Especially in the
you'll know this
bodybuilding
guy.
world around this area, you'll know who it is.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna say who it
So
is.
originally, all we wanted to do was buy the dumbbell set, right? It was our dumbbell set. We went there. He gave us a price. We were cool on the price. We went there to pick it up.
Yep.
Then our third partner gets the message. How much would do you want to buy the whole gym? And then she shows me the message, and I'm like, ask him how much. How much is he asking for the whole gym? He gave us a price.
That was absolutely insane.
Like it was like he was giving it to us for free.
Yeah.
That's basically what he was doing. He was like, here, take it. Here's the price. And we were like, all right.
Let's do it.
No problem.
Let's get it.
do it. Let's round up our money. Let's wire him this, PayPal this, whatever. Like we were just like scrambling for
Yep.
money at that point. We paid him. And then right away, we just started, instead of just getting the dumbbell set, we started taking things apart, started bringing it until we got to a point where we had maybe 2 pieces left.
No, we had a little bit more. We
A
had
little bit more.
We had a few
So we
more.
had a few pieces left, maybe like a half of a jungle gym left.
Yep.
And the landlord of the building
Yep.
comes in and he's like, you're taking my stuff. I own this stuff. And then he prohibited us to take
Yep.
the rest of the stuff. He locked the door, and he thought we were working with the original owner that was selling us the equipment to grab the stuff and be on the run with him.
Yeah.
But until he found out that we had no ties with this guy, we then offered him a little bit more money for the things that were left over.
Yep.
Thank God he had no idea how much that stuff actually
Exactly,
was worth,
bro.
because we lowballed the shit out of him, and he was just like, whatever, I'll make some money.
Yeah.
He took it.
Took it.
I remember the day when I got the message that he would take it. I think I just finished taking a dump, bro. I'm not even kidding. I was in the bathroom. I just finished taking a nice
TMI.
dump. It was, hey, we want to be transparent,
Yeah.
here, right?
Yeah. Sure.
Finished taking a dump. I look at my phone. The guy's like, "Oh, I'll take the deal." I started like tearing up. I got so excited. I messaged you guys right away, and then we
went
got the
over.
money, paid him, went over, grabbed the rest of the stuff, and then we had a full gym of just older equipment, I guess.
Yeah.
And that was like the real big start.
It was.
I think.
But like not just that place right there we got our equipment from, we got it from other gyms as well. Like Workout World we used to work at, we went to that auction, we got a couple of pieces. We went to a Anytime Fitness, got a couple of pieces there. I mean, we were just like
everywhere,
going everywhere.
you had to make
stuff.
it work, right? At the end of the day, every income that we had, like, we weren't personal training at any gym. Like, we were everywhere. We were training at, I think at one point I was training at 3 different Planet Fitnesses with clients. I'd go to someone's house. I'd train someone near a park near my house. I think I would bring a client or two at Boston North when gyms started to open up a little bit. And then just wherever people wanted to train, we would just train. And all that money that I made and that you made and that everyone made, like, it would go straight into buying the equipment, buying the things that we needed to just get this gym going. Because, I mean, we already had the space. So we were at a point like it had to work.
It had to work, yeah.
It had to make it work. And I'm not going to lie, we made it work.
We made it work for a little bit. Yeah, we did. We did.
Like, I mean, so hopefully I can get Alex to show some of these old videos and pictures of what the gym started at, what we got it to, and then the transformation of what it is now.
Oh, man.
Like,
180.
just so people have an idea, because in the beginning we had dirt, then we progressed, and we actually got a pretty decent gym. But, like, once we met with our designer, we realized that the gym that we put together that we were so proud of ended up being super basic.
Yeah.
Right? It was super basic gym.
Very much.
Basic lighting, basic colors, basic turf, basic lights, basic everything.
Exactly.
And now the gym we have now
it's
things that we're putting together now
it's a one of a kind.
It's a one of one design. Like, there is no gym like it.
None.
There just isn't. And a lot of money was invested in it.
Very much.
Bro,
a lot of money.
that gym is sick.
It's looking
Thank
crazy.
you so much,
Impression,
Alex.
Lightning.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God, these guys are crazy. This is a whole movie production.
Alex, just wait until I tell you how much it was. But first,
Yeah.
first we got to keep going with the story. So, we're doing okay with the gym for a bit. We had our personal trainers. It was all of us training, all of us owners are training. And we were just doing our thing for a while, but we just couldn't really progress as much as we wanted to.
And talk about the trials and errors.
So, like, I don't think people understand when you say that we knew nothing. Like, I knew nothing about a business. At least you and the old partner we had like a little bit, because you guys went to school for it, kind of. I had no idea what we were doing. I didn't even know how to register an LLC. And I had to figure that out real quick. We had to do everything real quick, and we just had to go along and follow along with it. A lot of trial and error. Taxes were a thing where it's like I had no idea what to do. Luckily, we had people to help us, good tax professionals, just other people we were talking to help us out a lot. And it was just a lot of trial and error in the beginning. And I think that kind of helped us, though, along the way, because now we know what not to do versus what we need to do.
And I think that's like another little nugget, too, that some people should think about. Like, sometimes you just got to jump off the deep end, you know, like, because we're not going to have all the answers. So you have to just go all in and then figure it out on the way. Like, jump off the cliff and grow wings on the way down.
Exactly. Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta do that. Like, don't think too much. Just go for it.
Just go.
Right?
Yeah.
Just go for it. You'll figure it out.
There is no tomorrow.
Right.
Just think of it like that. There is no tomorrow.
Right.
Start today.
Exactly.
I mean,
so, like,
literally.
So that's ultimately what we did. We just took that step.
Took it.
Well, we took a jump.
We took a big giant leap, and then we got kicked back a bunch, and then stepped forward again, and then kicked back, and it's
and it's hard to kind of like have people understand what that means when we had those step backs, because like when you have no idea about a business, like, you just put things together based on any experience that you had. Like, remember what we used to charge trainers? What we used to charge? We didn't have membership for the first year.
We didn't, and that really bit us in the butt.
We didn't even have membership. Have you ever gone to a gym for free and not paid? Have you ever had membership at a gym without paying?
No, I don't.
We didn't have membership.
No.
That's how bad we didn't know shit. Like, we wanted to be so different
Exactly.
that we were like, oh, let's not charge membership. But we got to the end of the year and we're like, if we do this again, we're not going to be alive. We're not going to operate.
Yeah.
And then we charge like certain like higher price than now, and we charge our trainers like a bunch of different ways.
Yeah,
like,
it was-
we had per trainer or per client. We had this pro rate, whatever. This like, it was a shit.
It was a mess. It was a mess.
We lost trainers because of that.
We did.
You know, we've lost trainers. Some trainers came back, and then some trainers have never came back. So like, we had to learn fast, like how to like maintain trainers, what to charge them, our demographic of people, like what is our membership price going to be, like how are we going to be and operate as a business, like what is our identity really. So much like that it's you would think is not a lot, but when you're in it, that is
It's a lot. Bro, we didn't even have a front desk.
We didn't.
People just walk in.
So we had no system, like no computer, no check-in, no scan tags, nothing. You would just walk in.
Yep.
That's it. It was literally like a, I don't even know, like do you pay for brothels?
Do you pay for problems?
How does that work? Can you just walk
Yeah,
in
I
and then you
think-
pay like the chick or something?
think-
Like,
I-
how does that work?
I think you just walk in and you just pay the chick. I could
Yeah,
be
so
wrong,
there's
but
no
I
membership or
have
nothing,
no
right?
idea though.
If brothels don't have membership, we were a brothel for training. That's what we were. That's what you would just go in, pay your trainer, train, and you would leave.
Leave,
right?
yeah.
You would get your nut, and then you would bounce. That's about it.
I love
We
it.
were a brothel. we were
a broke brothel.
a broke brothel. That's for sure.
Bro, I remember it was just not working out so well that I remember we had to take pay cuts and pay cuts and pay cuts.
Oh yeah.
And then I remember I had to get a fucking job.
Oh yeah.
And that sucked so bad just so we could squeeze on by every month for you guys to get a paycheck. I had to take a freaking job in an industry I didn't really want to work in at all, but I was willing to just take anything at this point. And I was only going to be there for like a little bit. It ended up being I was almost there for 2 years. So that took a lot out of me. It took a lot out of our relationship with our ex-partners as well. A lot of tension between us, a lot of fights, a lot of arguments, a lot of disagreements. Maybe ego got in the way a little bit, but mostly it was just a lot of petty bullshit.
Yeah.
That's where I got it from.
For sure. I mean, here's the thing, right? Like, just to put in perspective, right? I got along with our third partner, pretty well. But that partner hated Christian's guts.
Yep.
Like, it was like, I don't even know, like, did not like Christian. Like, since the very beginning, for whatever reason, didn't like Christian. I don't even know why this person just thought it was a good idea to have us all as partnerships. Maybe she thought you could be controlled or something, but
Yeah, I think so.
I
think she thought.
But like did not despised Christian. You guys were completely opposites, and I was stuck in the middle, right? So like for a lot of the time, like it was like trying to balance the two of you.
You were like
two
the
different
referee.
I was kind of the
He was the
If I
neutral.
wasn't
He was
the
neutral.
referee, if I wasn't the neutral referee, they would fight every single day.
Yeah,
probably.
and it got to a point where like we fought, and that was like it for her. Like I mean, we. So as someone who is very detail oriented, and especially with trying to figure out how to run a business, there's certain procedures, standing operator procedures that we needed to do, and she wasn't doing any of them.
All right.
So I called her out on it a lot, and I did it one time, and that was the last time, basically. She blew up in my face, started yelling. Her husband started yelling as well at me over text, even though he was supposed to be neutral.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I get it, it's your wife, but I wasn't like swearing or anything, but she was just going off the deep end with that.
Yeah.
And it got to that point where like she knew that, she couldn't be there anymore. And I didn't want her to be there anymore regardless, because of the fact that she wasn't following those standing operating procedures. She wasn't listening. She wasn't paying attention. She wanted to go off of her own agenda, basically.
So-
Which she did have her own agenda.
So let me also explain that a little bit too. So before we even get to that point, like I said, we were partners of three. We had a silent partner who was basically like a maintenance guy that would help us put the gym together, had a percentage, etc. We got to a point where we went up to 5 partners.
Yeah.
One of our trainers, he great guy, and we saw like that he could be an owner. So we're like, all right, cool, let's offer him this. We offered him, he took it, great. It got to a point where maybe it wasn't necessarily what he signed up for, type of thing, right?
I assume
I
so.
remember asking in one of our meetings, like, okay, if we were all down to invest like 10K of our own money right now, would you be down for it? And I think he kind of like hesitated a little bit and wasn't super down. So I think he started to see that like maybe being part owner of the gym wasn't ideal. So we got to a point where he, we left on good terms, but he's still a trainer. He's killing it. He's doing his own thing. And,
Yeah,
we
no.
gave it a shot. Didn't work.
Yeah.
No bad blood. We're all back on the same thing.
Water off the back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was chilling. So then we're back to our 4 partners. And then what Christian was talking about with the whole argument thing, like, yeah, it got to a oh, wow.
Bleep that out. Bleep. Yep. Bleep that out. Bleep
So
that
it
out.
got to a point where our third partner, wow, it really went off the rails there.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, man, I thought I was going to be the one. That's okay.
I got too passionate.
That's okay, man. That's all right.
So it got to a point where our third partner, she really was fed up. She came into our last meeting and was like, look, I'm all done. I think my, should we say the income? So she was like, I think my fair share to leave the business would be $40,000. And she kept talking, and I don't even remember what else she said. She grabbed her stuff, walked out. We were waiting until she left the door. As soon as she left the door, me and Christian are just looking at each other like, and then as soon as the door closed, we're like, what the fuck? What just happened? And then we chatted a little bit, and then at the end of our little chat, we were like, you know what? Let's get her out. Let's get her out and let's run. We dapped each other up and we're like, let's run this the way it's supposed to be ran. Let's run a real gym, right? So then that whole process, probably what, a month, 2 months of this whole process?
Yeah, about 2 months almost.
Finally getting her out. That was hell.
There
was restraining orders. Trespass agreements trying to keep her away from the gym. Officers came in and escorted her out because we didn't want her there. Because if you're trying to leave, then leave.
So
right.
I'm going to interject really quick. The reason why we had to have those trespass orders and we had to actually call the police, when we were going through our records, seeing how much she should get paid and everything, she wanted 40. She didn't get 40.
No.
She didn't get 40. Well, I was going through it and I was realizing, I'm like, she didn't do this. She didn't do that. Where the hell is this money for this person right here? So now me and Vinny are thinking, I'm like, she's basically keeping this money for herself. She's not putting it into the business like it should be. So it should be, it's basically stealing.
Yeah. So that's the thing, right? Like we could never really prove that money that she wasn't asking for membership or her clients about, we could never really prove that she's pocketing that money. But the sheer fact that none of her clients weren't paying membership for like months on end, being that that's what we agreed to happen for all of our clients so that the gym could prosper, it's assumed that she was pocketing the money, right? So that's the closest thing to stealing. That's
Exactly.
right.
Exactly.
So at that point, we were like, okay, this is fine. Once we figured that out, like, okay, let's get her out. So then that's why we did the trespass agreement. Cops escorted her out. She got a lawyer, came back the same damn day, and just like, with a nice smile on her face.
It was a fake smile.
Nothing's going on.
Smile.
La 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 la. And that, oh my God, that would piss me off so much.
I don't think you understand how much she hated us at that point, especially me. She would, so I train a few of her clients. Now, Vinny trains a few of her old clients. I train a few of her old clients. One of her clients came up to me one time when we were training. She was like, once everything had settled down, she was gone, and we were training. We were just talking, and she was like, I couldn't even use the rower because she said that was yours and I was not allowed to use it. What?
What kind of childish person do you have to be to say that this partner of mine that I decided to partner with, that's his machine? Oh, it's not the gym's machine. It's his machine. So I'm not going to have my clients use it. Bro, how childish can you possibly be to say something like that?
I think she wanted to paint us as the bad guys.
100%.
She had her agenda.
And I think for some of the clients who ended up not hearing our side of the story, probably do still think that we're the bad guys.
Exactly. But
and that's the unfortunate thing.
Yeah. But luckily, most of her clients actually didn't even really like her.
Yeah.
And that's the crazy thing.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, we just kind of stayed with her out of loyalty. That was the main excuse.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they all knew there's something going on with her. They all knew that she wasn't the greatest trainer, but they just decided to stay with her out of loyalty. And we didn't find that out, obviously, until afterwards.
Yeah.
And then a couple of her clients came back. We started training her clients now that she's gone. So we bought her out.
Well, here's the thing, right? We bought her out. But even before that, real quick, is like we were signing up to work with a designer to get our new design, our renovating and stuff like that. So I think I have this this thought that part of the reason why she wanted to leave, not to just like all the stuff that we've mentioned, but also I think she didn't have the money that we initially wanted to invest, all of us. So
I can see that.
So myself, Christian, and her all decided on investing $35K each to work with this designer to renovate the gym, new equipment, things like that, whatever. I think another part of the reason why she didn't want to stick around is because she didn't have the money. That's just me.
I
That's
could
just
see
me
that.
because let's say she didn't, even though she said she did. If she didn't, technically we would have to like renegotiate, percentages, right? And I think that out of everything she did to try to get Mr. Flag out of the gym, she would not have wanted to have it go the opposite way, where she would have a lesser percentage than the both of us,
Exactly.
especially you.
Especially me, yeah.
Especially you. So it seemed like going out and getting a little payday was the best thing. And it's funny because once she got that payday, she up and
She
bounced.
bounced.
She's not even in the same
She's
state
not in the state anymore.
She up and bounced, and she stayed for a certain amount of time up until we bought her out, where her lawyer was like, you need to give her this amount of time so she can adjust everything with her clients and her family
Which
and
is
let them know
fine.
what's going on.
Which is fine, whatever.
But the day of her leaving, her payday, none of her clients knew anything that was going on.
None.
She didn't talk to any of her clients, didn't let anybody know that she was leaving, didn't let them know that we were buying her out. Like nothing.
So I want to clarify this for everyone. Technically, in that agreement, we were supposed to tell her clients. However, you would think
Yeah.
if you were leaving, especially since you used to own the business, you would think that she would have told her clients, hey, at least a month in advance, at least.
At least.
Hey, it's not working out here. I'm leaving. If you want to stay, you can stay. If not, okay. But at least that.
I mean, it kind of shows a little bit of selfishness, right? Because you're taking care of people, right? You're transforming people's lives, or so you say you are, right? Like, don't you think you would want to get them set up to continue, not just drop them, or just not let them know what's going on and then up and bounce?
Yeah,
Because if not, like, where are they going to go? What are they going to do? Like, now they're lost. Oh, maybe a new gym? Okay, if they stay at the gym, who are they going to train with now? Like, why not set that up and then leave? Like,
because she's
I
selfish.
feel there was a little bit of selfishness there.
Probably
So
because.
after-
Go ahead, Alex.
After all the drama, she didn't say shit.
Didn't say anything.
Literally, oh man, her clients that I train right now, 3 older ladies, they're so funny.
Oh yeah, they're great.
They're so funny. They can kick anyone's ass when it comes to workouts. I train them really well. She didn't train them well, by the way. They came.
FYI.
Yeah, I think I was driving to the gym, and they got there at their specific time. They're supposed to get there, and obviously she wasn't there. She was gone, but they had no idea.
Wow.
And then freaking you called me, and I'm on my way, and I'm trying to drive this really fast. I'm like, I can't wait to see this. I can't wait to talk to him. So I get there, and we start talking and going over, and they're like, we feel like roadkill. We feel like we were just laid out to the street.
That was literally what she said.
Yeah, we feel like roadkill.
It's sad.
It is because
Sad because I think one of those clients had been with her for 10 years.
exactly, yeah.
To just like drop them like that is kind of sad. Yeah, so then we finally bought her out, thank God.
Yep, thank you.
On the way out, it wasn't the best.
It was not.
It was not the best.
It was not.
Should we go over that little
No. Let's
incident?
keep it that to ourselves.
Okay, so
Yeah, let's keep
there
that
was
to
an incident that
There was an
happened on the way
incident
out.
on the way
Maybe
out.
behind the podcast we can talk
Yeah,
about.
behind the scenes
Or,
we'll talk about it.
feel free to message us to find out. Or
Yeah.
talk to us in person. But there was an incident on
There
the
was an
way out. Nobody died.
No.
Oh shit!
Could have gotten to that point. Honestly, should have gotten to that point. I'm just kidding. But
No, we're kidding. We're kidding.
no, but finally got to buy her out. Thank God. But working with the designer then,
So
I think what people don't understand, right, too, which is super funny, is like the buyout ended up being how much, Christian?
$33,435.
Okay. That much,
lot of money.
right? And then you have to pay a designer fee.
20 grand for the designer fee.
20 grand. We were 53 grand down the hole before even thinking about the next thing that we were going to do to renovate.
Exactly.
50, out of our own money.
So-
That's another thing to point out too. Like some trainers think that we're getting mommy and daddy's money.
No.
Just so you have an
Our
idea.
own money.
This is all from the pocket.
This is from pocket. So I had 30 grand to my name in my savings. To my name. I don't know how much Christian had.
I had a lot more.
He had a lot more. He's
lot
rich
more.
as hell.
I'm not rich as hell. I just knew how to save. My mom helped with
He
that.
got money.
Yeah, no,
Right?
not really.
I don't got money.
I don't.
Right?
Don't.
Now, how do you spend 53 grand when you have 30 and Christian has unlimited?
No, don't say that to
However
everyone.
much he had.
That's it.
However much he had to not even start the project. You know, it's a lot of money, bro.
All the money that was in the gym's bank account we had to use and our own to
Yeah.
buy her out and to pay for the 20 grand for the fee for the designer.
Yeah. And that's just the start. Like to not even start, actually.
That's literally the start. And so then at that point, we started planning on how to, do the gym now because we're making that pivot. We're going to now take the gym that we have that's not doing well. We're going to pivot at 180. We're going to have a new concept. We're going to have new equipment. We're just going to make it look aesthetically pleasing and new. And so it was the new year now, 2023. We're in 2023 now. Yeah, 2023. This happened. So it was February, I think, 2023. We started actually doing the renovations for the gym and putting money, into it. And it was a lot of money, a lot of time. Guys, when I was telling you guys before that I was working another job so we could just get by, I was still working that job so we could pay for that stuff, at least a little bit. And obviously we had to put our own money into it still even then, but at least it wouldn't be as much. So February came around, we started working on the gym, putting money on it, and it was an absurd amount of money.
How much did the front desk end up being?
The front desk area was, I think, 40 grand. Just the front desk area, the lobby, just the reception area.
Our reception area ended up being
40
grand.
40
grand.
grand, just the front.
Just the front.
That's crazy.
So, I mean, do the math, right? You're already 53 in the hole, and now you got another 40 grand just for the front. That's no machines.
No.
That's nothing.
No machines.
No machines. Just the reception area.
Just the reception.
man.
Our desks, our little chairs, table, flooring,
Yep.
the ceiling, the mirrors,
That's
the
crazy.
panels, like all of those things, 40 grand.
Yep.
I mean, it looks like 40 grand. That's for damn sure.
Oh,
but like,
gosh.
it looks amazing. Like, there's no gym like it, but
not.
it was 40 damn.
40 grand.
Yeah. Crazy.
And then after we got done with that, we had to kind of close the front desk area, and everyone had to go through the back and everything.
Yeah.
We made it work though, but
That was interesting too.
at that time, finished it. Took way too long to finish, unfortunately, because of pipeline issues with manufacturers. Ever since COVID,
God.
it's just been terrible.
That was brutal.
It was a long wait, long wait. We didn't finish, I think, until like June, literally. And that's not a big area. But we didn't finish until like June, I think, the reception area. And then we started working on the showroom, the workout room. And so we started working on that, painting a lot, painting it all black.
And that's another thing too, right? Like we would do the painting.
We would do
we would do whatever we can do to save money.
Yeah.
Like because we're not rolling in the dough and we're not asking for our parents for money
Nope.
to pay for painters and stuff. If we can do it, we're gonna
We're
do
doing it.
It might come out like shit, but we're gonna
doing
do
it.
it.
Yeah, but
you
when
know?
it comes to construction and doing renovations.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fucking money all the time.
So
Dude,
much.
so much money.
Like, and it's crazy labor, right? So like whatever you can do to like
It's good.
yourself
Just-
to
exactly.
spend money on the actual like materials and then the labor, like then that's what we did.
Yeah.
All the painting,
Easy.
everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
easily. So we started working on it throughout the summer. We started buying more machines, newer ones, started doing layouts a little bit different. And that's when we started gaining traction,
Yeah.
which was a blessing. We started
What,
gaining traction.
this year.
Yeah, we just did. I think so. We started off this year at 105 members,
Oh, that's good.
paying membership as well, about like $30 membership average. We're now at almost 300 members, paying about that average as well.
And we're not even done with the year.
And we're not even done with the year.
Our initial goal for the year was to hit 200.
Exactly.
But we were growing so fast that we were like, okay, our goal is 300.
And
And
now-
now we're still growing so fast, and we're like, okay, it has to be at least 315 to be exactly triple of what we had at the beginning of
Exactly.
the year.
And we're going to get that.
But we're gonna smash that in a month, easy, and we have 2 more months to go. So now our goal is 350.
350 before the end of the year.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So we started working on the showroom area, new equipment, everything. Started gaining traction. We started finishing it up. We're still not completely done. That's the thing, guys. We're not completely done, but it's good enough to where
Yeah.
you could say it's done almost.
Yeah,
If
right.
you're not, us.
Right.
And we put about just on the renovations, another 40 grand.
Yeah.
Another 40 grand, not counting the equipment.
Right.
The
Exactly.
equipment, I mean, oh man, the equipment, that's got to be.
So here we go. 53 grand to not even start.
Yep.
40 grand just for the reception area.
Yep.
No workout equipment, no nothing. Just when you walk in, oh, this is nice. That's it.
Yep.
And then another 40 grand for the rest of the stuff.
Yep.
Not counting equipment, right? So equipment, I mean, I don't even know.
Let's just say 30. Let's just say 30.
Okay, let's say 30. And
So-
we're not done. We still have 5 more pieces
And
to
this-
go.
yeah.
A little bit of pieces for the renovating to finish. That's about it. But like in total, 40 grand, maybe 30 of equipment, things like that.
So
And I had 30K to my name.
Vinny and me,
That's it.
we didn't take a paycheck that we wanted. Like I said, I didn't take a paycheck really at all because I was working another job. So I wasn't even there most of the time at nights. I was there in the mornings. I was literally, guys, I was working 100 to 120 hours a week some weeks. Oh, and by the way, we were doing pools also back then too.
Yeah. Yep.
120 hours. Guys, you see this energy drink right here? I had 3 of these a day, maybe 4 of them. It was bad.
Yeah.
It was bad. I like when
Thanks to Rain.
yeah, thanks to Rain. Thank you so
Shout
much.
out, Rain.
A bunch of energy drinks, but yeah, thanks to Rain for today.
We need
Appreciate
more.
it. We need more. So please send us more. This one's really good. It's like
you get lost for words, right? It's so hard to put it in words.
it really is. I was so freaking tired at my night job that I would literally almost collapse on the floor. I would have to go out back, take a fucking I'd sit down for like 5 minutes because I'm so freaking tired. But I knew that if we could get through this, if we go through the summer, we're golden. And guess what? We got through the summer. We put all that money in. That's about 150 grand already right around there.
Yeah. Yeah.
We didn't even take a paycheck that we wanted. You took a big pay cut because you were there most of the time. I didn't take a paycheck at all. So that's how we were just paying for everything, everything, putting our own money back into it.
Yeah.
It was just a lot of taking the money, putting back into it, taking the money, putting back into it. Time, a lot of time, a lot of effort.
Yeah. And we're still currently on that, everything has been invested. Like, I have a screenshot of my bank account, right? There's maybe a few $100s in there in my savings, right? I went from 30 to nothing. So we're still waiting to see the fruits of our labor, right? And
Yeah.
we are, though, because
We are.
we've tripled in membership. We're on the bare minimum salary just to keep us alive.
Exactly.
So for anybody to also keep in mind, we're still trainers as well, and we train clients, but we don't make a dime off of that.
We
that
don't.
goes directly to the gym. Our other little pool business that we do, that goes directly to the gym.
Exactly.
Every income that comes in goes directly into the gym. We just pay ourselves the bare minimum to cover our expenses to survive. That's about it.
That's how it is.
Literally
We
about it.
literally live at home. Still.
And we live at home.
Still.
If it wasn't for that, I don't
wouldn't
even
be
know
able to
what
do
would-
it.
I'd be 150 pounds because I'd be so malnourished.
We wouldn't be able to do it. We'd have to
Yeah.
live in the gym
Yeah.
or something.
Seriously.
People don't realize the struggle, the sacrifice.
And with our structure too, like don't forget that, like we're the only gym with one price, so we're not like raping you of your income. Like we are the only like really fair gym, one price, no fees, no contracts, no cancellation policy, best price for trainers.
Guys.
Like it's absolutely on point, and we had to risk it all, right, for like the best like structure, everything.
Guys, we almost had to dissolve the business when we were
Yeah.
buying out our partner.
We were act- yeah.
we were this close to
We
doing it, just
almost-
saying, fuck it.
Yeah, we almost gave
You
up
know what?
completely.
We almost, and it wasn't, I wouldn't say giving up. It was just, yeah, I guess you could say it was giving up.
I mean, I was at a point where I felt like giving up.
I didn't
Yeah.
really think of it as giving up. I was thinking of it as no way is she going to get the better of us
Right.
and the money that she wants. So it's like if we dissolve this business right now, she wouldn't even get a fraction of what she actually got. And we actually used that against her so that obviously, she was going to get the money and she wanted anyways, but still,
Yeah.
we were that close, guys, back in 2022, October, November 2022, that close to just dissolving the business and being like, you know what? And you know what stopped me was a couple of the members stopped me and be like, hey, like if you do, I'll have nowhere else to go. Like I don't want to go anywhere else. I want to keep training here.
That's
Yeah.
It was the kids, the guys.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you already know who they are.
Yeah.
And I'm like, shit, fuck, damn it, guys, you had to do that to me. So
Hit him in the soft spot.
Dimitri, Yuri, thank you so much. We owe it to you guys because you guys kind of basically saved the business, if you really want to call it that. But no, we really appreciate it. Those guys are G's. So we almost sold the business just to, go our separate ways, but we just kept it going. We bit the bullet. We sacrificed just so we could get to this point right here where we're actually, growing. We can actually buy more stuff. We can actually do this podcast. And it's just been 3 years of bullshit, and then the last year of just complete stress beyond belief.
Yeah.
Stress beyond belief.
And this new year is gonna be just flying.
Oh yeah,
Flying.
so excited
Like
for this.
absolutely flying.
So
it's gonna be
excited.
sick, and I can't wait because the goal now is to expand, and that's
Yep.
it. Like I said before in the recent podcast, it's like the only thing that the Matrix has on us is space, and we have opportunities to possibly expand, and hopefully we expand next year. And once we get that space, it is game over.
It
my
is
friend.
game
It
over.
is game over. We shut down the Matrix for good.
And I want to personally thank every one of our members
Yeah, 100%.
and our trainers who have been with us this whole journey.
Yeah.
Without you guys, we wouldn't have this gym.
Yeah.
I know we run it and we try to make things work and we sacrifice and everything, but without you guys, we literally wouldn't have a gym.
Yeah,
so
that's huge.
thank you so much.
That's huge.
We're trying our best to keep it that way where you're only paying a certain amount and so you can pocket the rest.
Mm-hmm.
New equipment, we're getting more of that. We want the best experience for you guys. Just, bear with us if you're, we're not getting brand new equipment, anytime real quick soon. We're trying to do like once a month a piece, which I think is doable. But I don't want them to think, that we're not grateful. We're really grateful. And we're, like I said, we're not really making a lot of money. You guys are making so much more money than
Oh
we
my
are.
God. Yeah, we have trainers making 5 times what we're making.
5 times.
And that's awesome, right? Like at the end of the day, that's what we
good.
want.
That's
we want to be undeniable, right?
Yeah.
We want to be a gym where like your trainers can come in and actually make money.
If they're happy,
Exactly. If they're happy.
The trainers are our product for the most part, right?
Yeah.
Like that we're selling our product, which is the trainers. So they need to be happy. Like that's what corporate gyms do wrong. They
Yeah.
don't take care of their trainers. They have so much membership, they don't even need personal training.
And that's our
So-
concept right there. Like when we were trying to figure out our design of the gym, our designer was like, look, he was giving us his examples of other gyms that he helped build. And he's like, I want you to pick something to use as kind of like a template almost. And so I was seeing these other gyms that had like Tron and like the Space Odyssey And so I'm just thinking, I'm like, it's kind of like sci-fi, you know, kind of movie or something like that. And I'm like, okay, why don't we just do The Matrix? Because at that time, Andrew Tate was pretty big, and I was watching Andrew Tate.
We were listening to a lot of Andrew.
Andrew Tate.
Andrew Tate.
Yep.
Top G.
The GOAT, top G.
Top G.
Inspirational guy.
Look,
I
guys,
like him.
I don't care what you say about him. You gotta understand that he's trying to make the world a better place, and
He's trying to help.
he's literally trying to help.
He's not always right, you know, with some stuff.
Yeah, I mean,
But most of the time, I agree with him. Like,
but you also got to realize a lot of his stuff is satire too. A lot of his stuff is satire,
exactly.
and you know that's fine too. But he's just trying to help make the world a better place, especially with men who are right now being really weak and basically losing their masculinity to this woke culture. So he's just trying to help, and I think he's a good ambassador, regardless of what everyone thinks. We'll talk about him some other time, but
Yeah, we'll get him on the podcast.
we'll get him
someday.
on the podcast one of these days.
Yeah. Shout out Andrew.
Shout out to him.
Top G.
Him and Tristan.
That's right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, so we picked the movie, right? The Matrix.
Picked the movie, and our designer was like perfect, and I mean the gym is perfect.
Oh my gosh, tell me about it.
So our concept, for everyone who doesn't know, is that we're trying to escape that corporate gym world where you come into KMF, you just pay that one membership fee, no cancellation fees, no maintenance fees, no bullshit. You just pay that one fee. You can cancel whenever you want, no contracts. We just wanted to make it so easy and seamless for everyone. And also it comes with that the trainers as well, where we wanted them to make their money. We only charged them like a little fee, not like literally a fraction of what they could make, just so they can make money and bring more clients in. So we're literally escaping the whole matrix of the corporate gym world, the fitness industry, by doing this. So it really just ties in well with what we have. Yeah. And that's the reason for our success, what I believe is our success right here. And just
and that came
growing.
with time, right? Like we did a lot of homework, you know, we went to different gyms and,
Yep.
you know, we studied a lot of the different gyms and met a lot of owners. So that came with time. But yeah, but that's it in a nutshell.
Definitely. And we want to thank all those guys too, all those guys and girls that helped us along the way, other gym owners.
100%.
Because sometimes we were just lost and we'd have to ask them like, hey, how did you do this or do that? So we definitely didn't do this on our own. We had help.
Right.
We'd help family members, friends, clients, members, trainers, helping us build the gym. Literally everyone helped in every way, and so grateful for them. So grateful. Thank you so much, guys.
For sure. Yeah, I mean, so I think we need like a part 2.
I think we're going to need a part 2.
Yeah, you guys need a part 2 because we are already over the time.
Oh, damn. Okay. Well, all right, guys. I guess we got to end with our rapid fire questions.
Okay.
All right.
Go ahead, real quick.
Since we don't have a guest, so
Go ahead.
all right, Mr. Dos Santos, here it is. Your rapid fire questions to end the night. Push pull legs.
Push all day. Screw legs, bro. Hell no.
He throws up during legs.
Here's the thing, right? If you hit legs and your thighs get too big, your wee-wee is going to look small. So if you're going to hit legs, just hit calves, bro. That's why it's okay to skip leg day. You want a bigger package down there. You don't want... All right, whatever. Next.
Next question.
I guess I'm on my own on that one. Next.
All right. What is the best cardio for you? Running, hiking, or what was the other one? Running, hiking, or biking? There we go. Running, hiking, or
Hiking.
biking.
I think it's just more fun.
Yeah,
It's
I
cool,
think so.
you know, you go up a mountain and stuff. Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
All right. What's the biggest compliment? Being jacked, ripped, cut, big, or swole?
Oh, man, that's tough. I'll either say jacked or swole. Yeah.
Cool. Cheat meal if you were to have one.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I already know what it is.
I have no idea.
I already know what it is.
Cheat meal is, well, right now it has updated. So it was 2 McChickens, but now it's a McChicken, a McDouble, medium fries, and a shake.
Yeah.
Shake, I think.
Yeah.
That is the key right there.
That's the bodybuilding cheat meal right there.
100%. That's the cheat meal.
And I know there was one more, but I forget which one it is. So I'm just going to go with the last one and the most important one of them all.
The best one.
The best one of them all. You already know what it is.
Oh, give it to me.
Ass or tits.
Oh, man, definitely ask. Come on, if you're
Have you seen your girlfriend? Have you seen her? She's a pear.
there, you. If you've seen my girlfriend, then you know my answer.
Yeah, exactly.
That's all I'm saying.
Exactly.
That's all I'm saying. I won't give you her name, but just if you've seen her, you know.
You know.
You know what it is.
Yeah, you know what it is.
All right.
All right.
Oh, awesome. All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. We can't wait to do a part 2. It's going to be fun.
Yeah.
We're probably going to get canceled, but it is what it is.
We'll
It's
go into
fun.
more details about certain things.
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll go into more details. But thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. We appreciate it. And until next time.
We're gonna